the pentatonic scale, now, this is unbelievable, but just a little bit of explanation. The pentatonic scale, I'm only saying that to explain the name. It is the most widely recognised musical scale in the world, but it gives its name to a remarkable, unbelievable, whatever word you want to use, vocal group from the United States called Pentatonix. Now, in a sense, this is, in my view, is fair dinkum music. There's none of this embellishment, big bands or whatever. How often do you go to a concert and think, I loved him on the recording, I loved her, and you get there and you find they can't sing because it's all been souped up. This is what they call a cappella. No musical instrumentation at all. They've had album sales of more than 500,000, but the other figures are extraordinary. Their YouTube channel has more than 6 million subscribers. It's the 13th most subscribed to YouTube channel, and the songs on it have had, all up, more than 520 million views. One of the songs, The Evolution of Music, has had close to 45 million views. The song's a trip through the history of music starting in the 11th century. Here they are with their 40s and 50s.
Was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He's in the army now, I'm blowing reveille. He's the boogie woogie builder boy of Company B.
Because you're mine, I walk the line.
Now, this is ridiculous, apart from the vocal gymnastics and the a cappella performance. I mean, this is without music. They are here for 4 concerts, all sold out, understandably, and to promote their new album, which is called PTX Volume 3. Now, here we go. Pentatonix lead vocalist, Scotty Hoying. Now, this is Scotty just here in the sort of maroon shirt. Kirsty, I can remember her, exotic name, Kirsty Maldonado, but she's from California. And Mitch Grassi. Now, Mitch is, oh no, you're Mitch, that's right. And then Avi's over here from California. And here, Kevin, the biggest and most handsome black man you've ever seen, and he's called Kevin.
Oh, man.
Kevin.
You're very nice. Thank you.
Kevin. Who called you Kevin?
My parents. I don't get it. I appreciate that.
Now, could you please say that to me in Chinese, Mandarin?
Oh, my name's Kevin?
Yeah.
Well, the Mings are sure Kevin.
I'll come to him later. He's a real problem. Well, now, who's going to talk here? Congratulations. Absolutely extraordinary. Just take us through the story. It starts with Scott, doesn't it, at the University of Southern California. What were you studying?
Yeah, I was studying music, popular music. And there's a huge collegiate a cappella scene there, so I joined an a cappella group and then kind of fell in love with the whole a cappella thing.
But you've been doing all this since you're about 8.
Yeah, singing. Not a cappella. That didn't start to college.
Piano?
Yeah, piano and singing and all that.
And you heard about a show that was coming up on NBC television called The Sing-Off.
Correct.
Go on. What happened?
So we were going to try out as a trio. I asked Mitch and Kirsty if they wanted to do it. And then my friend that I met in college was like, you should add a bass and a beatboxer. And so that's when we went and found.
No, don't get onto the beatboxer yet. We'll just deal with you blokes first. So, so the 3 of you, as I understand it, hadn't done much singing together.
Yeah, not that much. Our senior year of high school and Mitch's junior year, we got it together in a little trio. And we had sung in choirs and stuff, but yeah.
And Mitch, you had a background in musical theatre.
Yes,
What sort of productions?
Oh my gosh, everything. I did classical.
So he's the youngest member of the group. He's 15. Yeah. Mitch is 15.
I'm the baby.
He's the baby.
I don't know. Well, Kirsty and I did a lot of shows together as well.
Well, now, Kirsty, because you had a theatre background as well.
Yes.
Now, you're also classically trained. You are, aren't you?
We all are.
All are classically trained. Who was the member of the All-State Texas? Because who's from Texas here? Those 3.
Yeah.
And you were a member of the Texas All-State Choir.
We all were, yeah.
And then you had to get hold of someone who was going to be the beatboxer. And this is this great big man here, Kevin. Tell us where you found him. You won't believe this.
We found him on YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah.
He's over here laughing. On YouTube.
Yeah,
you saw him cello boxing. Now that means you can play the cello.
Yes.
And listen to this. He's learnt the cello, the piano, the saxophone. And how young were you when you did all those instruments?
Cello when I was 6, saxophone when I was 10, and then piano I started when I was 4.
you went to Yale University.
Mm-hmm.
You majored, cop this, in East Asian Studies.
Mm-hmm.
18 months in Beijing.
Yes, 18 months in Beijing.
You became fluent in Chinese.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're a bit good for these blokes.
Is that right?
No, it's funny.
So, now, then came the sing-off. So tell us what happened.
All right, so we tried out for the sing-off as a group,
Yeah.
and we just kind of did it thinking of...
That's live on national television.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, actually, a lot of it's pre-recorded, but then
Right,
one of the episodes is live. And then we ended up winning the show, and so we were like, let's
Which is tough because you had to do something different every time, didn't you?
Yeah.
Totally.
There was a different theme every week.
God. Now, you've agreed to give us a song today. This is your current single, isn't it? It's called Problem. It was originally recorded by Ariana Grande. Is that right?
Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande.
But I like the way you said it.
Do you? Well, I was trying to add a little bit exotic to it, make it a bit...
Totally.
I'm trying to impress Kevin over here.
Say it in Mandarin.
And I've got no hope of doing that. Righto, here we go. Now, this is just, here they are, just standing up in the studio. There's nothing to it. There's some mics and whatever. Bang, in they've come. I mean, the studio is not a recording studio. It's a broadcasting studio. But here are the team. This is extraordinary.
I want you.
Here we go. Come on.
I want you.
Listen to me.
Hey, baby, even though I hate you, I wanna love you.
I want you.
I know I should never go back and let you come back.
But it's you.
Every time you touch me and say you love me, I get a little bit breathless. I should want it, but it's you.
Smart money betting I'll be better off without you. In no time I'll be forgetting all about you. You saying that you know, but I really, really doubt you. Understand my life is easy when I ain't around. Yo, Mitchy, you could be his best, and I'm thinking I love the thought of you more than I love your presence. And the best thing next is how to do you the exit. I let you go, let you back, and finally learn my lesson. No half stepping, either you want it or you just playing. I'm listening to you know, and I can't believe what you're saying. There's a million views, baby boo. Don't be dumb. I got 99 problems, but you won't be one. Like what?
The clouds got no weight on my shoulders. I should be wiser and realize that I'm dead.
What?
One less now. One less blah, blah,
Problem without you. I got one less problem without you. I got one less problem without you. I got one less.
Beyond belief. Just because we've got one young man here whom I haven't spoken to yet, Avi, because when you put that group together, you were the first three, and that was the Texas bit. And then you said, I think you wanted something with a bit more gravitas, a serious something. And you're a serious student of classical music, aren't you, Avi?
Yes, I am.
And so what? You've done composing and arranging?
I have done all those, and I was an opera major as well.
An opera major?
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to do something from Rigoletto for me?
Ooh, no, there's no roles for me there.
None? So what would you sing for me? Is that bass baritone piece, is it?
It would be a basso profundo role.
Basso profundo, so a bit of Don Giovanni.
Yes, if I were to sing that role, it'd be the Il Commendatore role.
There you are. These are serious people. How did you get into this? So I'm back to this man here, the Chinese speaker, the Yale University man, who's over here waving his hands around as if it's a sign language. And astonishing. Absolutely astonishing. Where do you go from here? I mean, obviously, internationally, you've had tremendous success and you're all young and you're just beginning. Where do you want to finish up? What do you want to do?
What do we want to do? So much. Where do we begin?
Yeah, we have so many goals.
We just want to, make a mark in the music industry, inspire people, and show people our sound and what we do.
It's absolutely brilliant stuff.
Thank you.
Where have you been? I mean, where have you travelled? Where have you toured?
Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh, a lot of places.
We just did Southeast Asia. We've been to the UK, Europe, all over the States.
And do you get to see any of these places when you go there?
Totally, yeah.
Yeah. If we get up early enough.
Which I don't suppose is the case. Look, there they are. Scott and Kirsty and Mitch and Avi and what? I've forgotten your name. Oh, Kevin. That's right. Kevin. That's a wonderful name.
Thank you.
We had a Prime Minister called Kevin and he was hopeless.
Oh, well.
So you've given a new lustre and dimension to the name, I have to tell you.
Thank you.
Pentatonix, and their new single is called Problem. Their new album, PTX Volume 3, will be released next month through Sony Music. Thanks for joining us. Astonishing stuff.
Thank you for having us.
Amazing.